If you love thrifting, then this video is for you. I'm going to take this pair of men's jeans that I bought for £4 in the local charity shop and turn them into an over-the-shoulder bag. Well, that's the plan. Never done it before. I've made an over-the-shoulder bag before, but never actually done it with a pair of jeans or even thrifted fabric. I've always bought fabric specifically to make the project. If you're new here, my name is Becca and you're very welcome to my slightly echoey conservatory in my home in West Wales. If you're an old friend, welcome back. So before I get the sewing machine out, I obviously have to cut out some kind of pattern. And I have an old bag, an old over-the-shoulder bag that I have been cloning for many, many years. Slightly strangely, I can tell you exactly the date I bought this funny little over-the-shoulder bag, and it was the 30th of August 1997 from a stall on Camden Market. And the reason I remember that is because the following day, 31st of August 1997, was actually the date that the Princess of Wales was killed. Slightly weird thing to remember something by, but it was one of those events where you remember exactly where you were when you heard the news, and I do. So, bit of an aside, I guess. Nothing to do with making bags. Anyway, right, before I get the sewing machine out, I am, of course, going to have to cut this out. I redrew around this and made myself a paper pattern. I have extended the length of the strap a little bit because I actually want to make the strap a little bit longer, so it kind of hangs down slightly longer because I kind of wear it like a crossbody bag. And the first thing I have done is actually remove the pockets because I want to use these on the outside of the bag, and it means that I've got plenty of material to actually cut my pattern out. Okay, so let's turn the camera around and get the scissors out. It's raining quite heavily outside, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me. Anyway, so I have my pattern piece laid out. There's the seam along here, so this is going to be obviously double. And here we go. Dressmaking shears, don't use them for anything else, and there's a really thick seam there. And I'm also cutting through the pockets, so there's quite a lot of fabric I'm cutting through. So as you can see, I'm going to have to do a little bit of kind of patchworking to actually get the strap long enough, but that'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on the other side and come back to you when I've done that. So this bag has a base, so I'm going to have to sort of stitch together, I think, something to make the base, because it's not quite wide enough, I don't think. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Well, do you know what? I think we're going to be okay. I think a little bit of kind of just sort of fiddling around, and I think we're going to be all right. Well, there you go. Actually going to have enough fabric. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so I want to try and, I mean, it would be better if this seam was in the middle, but I'm not going to get that, so I will just have to live with the seam slightly off center. But it's the bottom of the bag, you're not going to see it, so I don't think it really matters. Right, okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, now I'm also going to have enough out of this to put a bit of an extension on these straps, which is great. Brilliant. I think I will cut this seam off because I think it's going to be a bit of a pain otherwise. So I'll cut the seam off, or not the seam, the hem. I'll cut the hem off, then just add a bit of an extension, and then I can get the sewing machine out because I'm going to use this as the pattern for the lining of the bag. And what I've got as a lining is some cotton sheeting. I wasn't quite sure what it was when I bought it, but I have actually done a reverse search on the Wibbly Wobbly web, and yeah, it was cotton sheeting, 100% cotton sheeting, and this is about 2 meters, which is, what is that? Is that over 2 yards? I think that's probably over 2 yards, and yeah, and it was £1. So if I can make this work, I will have replaced my slightly falling apart bag, which if you've watched any of my videos where I go on the beach, I kind of walk around with it, and as I like to say, it is a hobo's bag rather than a boho bag. So we're going to replace that so I no longer look like I might be a homeless person, and I've got a nice new bag. So that's going to be the lining, but I do need to just make sure that I'm cutting out the right size. So I'm going to use this as the pattern to do that. I hope that makes sense. So as you can see, I'm using the bag, the outside of the bag, as the pattern for the lining of the bag. So I just need to cut this out, and I've doubled it over. So I've got 2, and then I think there's going to be enough of the offcut to actually do the base of the bag out of this. And then I've still got a little bit of fabric left for another project. Right, now I can start a bit of construction, and I didn't actually need to sew this because I'd doubled over the fabric, but I have just put a seam in here. So now it's kind of bag shaped, but I need to do something to the bottom. And this is kind of where it gets a bit interesting, is that rather than having it sort of that shape with the bottom put in, I'm actually going to do that so that that's the longer side with the seams in the middle. And hopefully my measurements are right. I mean, if they're not, then I'll just do a little gather around here and actually pin the bottom of the bag to this. So there's a little notch where the middle of this bottom of the bag is, and I just need to line it up with that seam and then start pinning it all the way around. Well, through the magic of editing, I have finished tacking the base of the bag to the sides of the bag, and I ended up doing a little kind of gathered stitch or gathering stitch around the base just so that I could sort of even out the gathers a little bit. Then I've tacked it together. So my next thing is I need to actually sew the 2 bits together. So I'm just going to quickly do that. So the next thing is to get the outside of the bag to the stage that this is at, and then I can start putting the whole thing together. It has started to rain quite noisily, so how much of this you're actually going to be able to hear, we'll see. So I've done the 2 side seams, And I really like the idea of doing a bit of top stitch just on here, so sort of contrasting colour top stitch. And because it is a pair of jeans, I'm kind of looking at using a contrasting colour, something quite similar to what you would see on a pair of jeans. So I'm thinking this colour is going to be my best bet. And yeah, just put a little bit of detail on there because I do want to sort of decorate this bag a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be over the top, but just a few decorative touches. So there's that bit of top stitching, a little bit wonky. We'll try not to dwell on that too much. And then I need to actually attach the bottom of this bag. So I need to do exactly the same process as I did with the lining. So probably you don't need to see me hand stitching that or tacking that. I'll come back to you when it's at the next stage. Okay, so now we have our two bits, the outside, the inside, and eventually they will be stitched together like that. But I sort of want to make a little pocket to go on the inside of this and put a pocket on the outside of this bit. And also I want to have a little kind of, how is this going to work? Yeah, I want to have something that I can attach a little bag charm to. So I'm going to make a loop. So eventually there'll be something for a bag charm to go on. So next bit is do a bit of pocket attaching on the two different bits of this bag. So this is the pocket that I took off, and I'm literally just going to stitch it on like that on the outside. So I'm going to have one pocket on the outside, but I'm going to do the same on the lining as well. So the next stage is right sides together, and you'll notice I'm not joining the top. So that is going to be the last thing that I do. And I'm going to leave a gap so I can turn the bag back on itself. And I'm going to just stitch all this together along this seam without closing that end and without closing that end. And then we'll turn it inside out. And fingers crossed, it's all going to line up and look perfect. So the bag is now constructed, and I need to turn it back on itself through the bit that I left undone. Okay, so we have a gap to turn it inside out on itself, and the ends are not sewn together. So just, oopsie, try and get that out of the way. Just turn it inside out. And let's get, oopsie. And now just gonna, the next thing is to close these up and put a top stitch all the way around here. And again, oopsie, close that up as well. And we're nearly there. So we've just stitched this together, and I'm going to sort of turn this back on itself as you can see, like that. And then we'll have, I need to just put some hand stitches in there. That was just too thick for my machine to go through. So I'm going to stitch that by hand and then sort of turn it back on each other, or turn it back on itself. Do a bit of top stitch, and then I'm going to top stitch around the rest of this and sort of closing that up. Okay, so top stitch is done. So there's one last thing I want to do, and that's attach a belt loop, maybe down here or maybe up here somewhere, as something to put a bag charm on. Not that I've made a bag charm yet, but I think that will be another video. So I'm going to just take that off, put it back on, and then I think we're finished. Okay, so we've got a little belt loop and put a little charm on that at some later date. Well, that was really good fun, and I've learned a huge amount. A couple of things I'd do differently. It's always the case when you're doing something for the first time. I will stand up and sort of give you a bit of a fashion parade. Fashion parade, not really a fashion parade, but I'll give you a look in a minute when I'm kind of got it over my shoulder. All finished. Wide strap. It's not going to pull on my shoulders. It's right length for me to be able to just pop things in. Got a pocket on the outside, pocket on the inside, not that you can see that. And yeah, all done.